when I saw this particular embellishment, I had to get it on this page. And so I said, I'm definitely going to put this on the page. But there's a problem. This is Christmas in August. I'm so glad you're here. This is part of Moira's YouTube Hop for Christmas in each month of the year. And so I discovered her recently and decided that I want to continue to participate because I do enjoy making Christmas layouts and I have a few to make. So thank you, Moira, for letting me be a part of this. And please, at the end of this video, go check out Moira and the others who are making Christmas layouts. And so as we are winding down the year, I'm starting to get a little holiday buzz myself. And so let's get started. So I have 4 photos, 2 vertical and 2 horizontal photos. I brought out a few embellishments I expect to use and a Border Maker cartridge that I plan to use. I have some additional embellishments off to the side. They may or may not get used. And I'm going to begin with my papers. So to start this layout, I went to a collection called Joy to the World, and this is the tonal paper collection, and it is one of my favorites. It's by Creative Memories. And as I was looking at my photos, looking for papers that would coordinate with it okay, I saw that these pictures really had blue in them. And I had been thinking the traditional red and green. But when I saw this blue, I said, do I have any blue paper that would pull out the blue in the photos? And I found this lone piece of blue paper that came from Pool Time. But I really, really like how it goes with the photos. And so I'm going to get it on here. And if I didn't say it was from Pool Time, you probably would not have associated it with summer or any other non-Christmas type of theme. So I only have this half sheet. And so I'm going to figure out the best way to use this half sheet. Now, I thought of something like a happy horizontal. I could have it at the top or I could have it at the bottom. But I have to admit, I do like the stripes. And I think I would like to see the stripes at the top and the bottom. And so instead of the happy horizontal, I think I have a band design. And I love the band design. And while I could center this and have the same amount at the top and the bottom, I really think I want to shift it down and put this such that about 2 inches of red show at the bottom, making 4 inches of red at the top. And then I have to trim my photos, but I'm thinking I'm going to put my photos something like this. And I'm going to, once I trim them, mat one long skinny mat for the vertical photos and another block mat for the horizontal photos. And then just some decoration up in this area. And I have some items selected. So what I'm coming up with here is a very simple page, should be really fast to make. And who says your pages have to be complicated, hour-long events? This is something that I think is going to be beautiful because my papers are beautiful and my photos are lovely and fun. And I'm going to like however it turns out. So let me get started. So this is a pretty fast and simple layout. I'm going to as far as my paper arrangement goes, just put the 6-inch band not quite in the middle. I'm going to have about 2 inches at the bottom and 4 inches at the top. I'm going to take my Border Maker cartridge and I'm going to cut 1 or 2 chains to go here and here. And then I'm going to put some decorations up in this corner, and we'll see how much space is remaining in the lower corner for possibly an embellishment cluster. And I now have my blue paper on the red, and I like it. I have this sheet of white. I think this is bright white from Creative Memories. And I'm going to mat my photos. So I created a block mat for my photos. This one is 3.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide, and this one is a full 4 inches tall by 6 inches wide. So I made my block about 6 1/4, and I think it's about 8 inches in height. And this one, my photos are cut down. They are 4 inches wide, but they are 5.5 inches. And so I got both of these 2 vertical photos here. And I like this look. I like the block mat look. And I'm thinking I want to bring my horizontal photos down a bit. And of course, I don't have a lot of vertical room to play with my 2 vertical photos, but I think this layout is general, and that's where I'm going to put a title. So this Border Maker cartridge is called the Cable Weave Border Maker cartridge, and it always makes me think of candy canes. I don't know why, but I always think that this has a Christmassy feel to it. So I'm going to make my first chain and then see if I want to make a second one. And just in case you haven't seen one of these used, you pull out the positioning tray, you put your paper in there and it puts it in the right place, and then you fold that tray back under, and then you take your machine. Now, I like to start it at the second spot. This is the first. I started the second one because there's a little piece of paper that sometimes, if it tears off or is dangling, can get inside of my cartridge and jam it up. So it will stay attached if I started the second one. So I did cut 2 of the cable weave chain borders for here and here, and that really dressed up this page. And it's just plain bright white cardstock, but it just really brightens the whole layout. So these photos, they came from an exhibit called ICE that we attended, and its theme this year was the Polar Express, and so it had several scenes from the movie. And this scene is the elves, and apparently they found a naughty kid, so the little naughty light was on, and that's a scene from the movie. And I was looking for embellishments to go on this page, and when I saw this particular embellishment, I had to get it on this page. And so I said, I'm definitely going to put this on the page. But there's a problem. So I really love this Santa spy embellishment, but as you can see, it's lost on this red paper. So I'm going to have to put it on a background in order for it to stand out. And so I'm going to use the custom cutting circle templates and cut a circle to put my title on. So I'm going to make a circle to be a base for my little Santa spy embellishment here that I just think is so cute. And I'm going to use my largest of this set of 3 custom cutting circles. So I'm going to cut both in a white, and then I'm going to mat the white in some black. And so, as you know, I like to tape down my paper when I'm using the custom cutting system so I don't get any twisting. So my white is going to be my smaller circle, and I'm going to use the green blade. So the blue blade would give me the smallest circle, and I'm going just a little bit bigger with the green blade. And I think my little spy is fitting on here just right. He hangs over a tiny bit right here, but that's just fine. It's going to be on the mat, and that really helps to make the embellishment pop, and it's going to pop on that page. Next, I'm going to use the black paper, and I'm going to tape it down as well. And this time I want the largest circle I can make on the inside. So that means I will be using the red blade. And that definitely gives me the look that I want. So I have laid everything down. Nothing's adhered yet. And I like how this is looking. I may play around with the positioning, maybe put nice over here and naughty, actually put naughty here because it's larger, and then I'd have room to put nice over here. I like that. And I think I want my cable weave down lower, but I don't want this one up high. I want to keep this one about here, and it kind of frames this block of the 2 horizontal photos. And this is going to cover it, and it almost looks like a scallop here at the bottom. If I position this block here, it's like there's a scallop. And so I'm going to adhere everything down and be back. And here is our layout all finished. I just took these 2 little words, naughty and nice, that I die cut, and I did so with the new Creative Memories die cutting machine. Although the dies themselves are from Coco and Reno, I have a video demonstrating using that new manual die cutting machine. And I used the cable weave Border Maker Cartridge to put these 2 borders here and here. And I just adore the little Santa spy embellishment that came from Santa's Workshop from 2025. It was an embellishment pack from Creative Memories. And the papers, combining a summer paper with a Christmas paper, I just am tickled by that little coup. I made the circle for a base to put my little title here, and I also lifted it up with some foam squares. And it may be simple, but I like this page and I'm really glad to have it go in my album. Thank you for joining me on Moira's Christmas in August YouTube Hop, and please go enjoy the other creators who are also contributing and Moira herself. And thank you again, Moira, and have a fine, scrappy day.